Hi everybody, today we're going to talk about iTunes U. iTunes U is an online class platform that actually works great with your iPad as well as any iOS devices. It works as a great flipped classroom. And I'm here to talk about how you can set up your own classroom for your students or for your business. So the first trick, of course, is to go to itunesu.itunes.apple.com and sign up with your Apple ID. Once you do that, you'll be asked to log in. You'll be brought to this screen right here. Once that happens, what you have to do, of course, is fill out your profile. You'll ask who the instructor is. They'll give you the ask, what is your name, what is your title, what school or institution do you have, and you just select them here. You have the ability to find it by zip code, or if you're a private institution or homeschooling, you can enter it in here and basically just give a little information about yourself. Once that's finished, you head over to your main one. Now, I've already had a course set up here for my Tech Tuesdays, which I've been running this summer. But I'm here to tell you how to create yourself a new course as well as to get yourself together. So first, what I'm going to do is hit Create New Course. It's a course asking its name. I'm going to call this about App Dice Lessons, about my App Dice, or ADL. And we're going to still list as Christian Life. Department's going to be Technology. Then ask for a category, and basically this is going to be everything with teaching and learning. Subcategory is, of course, going to be here in educational technology, and it's going to say my level. In this case, this is for our new program for Daily 5 with App Dice, so I'm going to select elementary, and then, of course, your language, which, of course, is English, and then I'm going to say is how to integrate App Dice into your classroom. And of course, I have a little misspelling here. I'll quickly fix that. There we go. So once that's done, you can do everything here. You can even add a direct link here if you want to, or if you want to, you can set this up in bullet points or anything else. And then it's going to ask you, is this course explicit material? That usually deals with more graphic material. I mean, if you teach a biology class and you're going to go into a little bit more graphic, you might want to check that. If you do adult education, you want to check that, or other courses that might have explicit material. Otherwise, just leave it open. And of course, you can set this to be self-paced, which basically means the students can do whatever you are and just do weeks. I'm going to do this as a 2-week course. Or you can do this as in session, and what you do is you do your start date, say September 1st, and then end date, say December 4th, which would be a full semester. And then, of course, you do your licensing, of course, if there's any materials or so forth. And I'm just going to say this is all rights reserved because this is pretty much my material or stuff from Apple or already created courses. Once that's all finished, I hit save. I will say right here if you have miscompleted any spacing, so I'll go up right here. Oops, I've got to add an image, so I'm going to click on this. And what I do is you can either drag or select from your desktop. I'm going to go right to my desktop. And I'm going to go under my App Dice here. And I'm going to pick this picture of a red dice. This will allow me to resize my profile photo or not. And you have to have some sort of image, otherwise your course won't work. It could be everything from a simple icon to your picture to material from the course. It's your choosing. But once you're finished here, make sure this is 600 by 600 pixels, and then just hit done. Once everything's finished, you just hit save. And there is my new lesson. So my next trick, of course, is going to be adding course material to this. So I'm going to click on here. And what's going to ask right here is, do you want to do a roll call, course settings, instructors, duplicate course, send a copy, transfer, or delete course. We're not going to go into any of that right now. We're just going to click right here on the main course. And once you do it right here, you're going down to information. So first, what you can do is you actually can subject these by page. So in this case here, this is App Dice. Let's say I want to add a new page here. What I'm going to call this page is going to be Classroom Notes. And I'm going to say I will post Classroom Notes on this page. I'm not going to put a link or anything. I'm just going to hit save. That's ready to go. Now, as you can see right here, it's asking me for an outline. Outline is actually what you need for an overview for the course, like materials, posting, whatever. So if I click on this, it's going to say here, post your outline here. So what I'm going to really do is I'm just going to say, welcome to the class. I'm just going to basically make this my first classroom. Basically, it's just an introduction. Hi, how are you? Nothing crazy. If I want to add more, I can. But once I'm finished, I'm going to say save outline. And now the outline for the course is ready to go. If I ever want to move this or add anything, I can do that or copy the material. But right now I'm just doing this very basic, so we're leaving it there. So then we're going to check over my instructor, make sure it has everything here. As you can see, I can edit this at any point on my profile. But now my next trick is to get some materials for this course. And materials can be anything from web links to app downloads to iBooks. You name it, you can put videos here. You have 20 gigs of free space. You can pay for more if you want to, depending on what you do. But materials can be almost anything. So I'm going to show you how to add materials. So I'm going to click on materials. Now, as you can see, I can add audio recordings, videos, books, documents, anything from PDF to spreadsheets. I can do apps right here if I want to, images, or like I said, web links. So let's say I want to add a web link. I'm going to click on Add Material, and it's going to say right here, do you want to do something from iTunes or web link? So I'm going to click on web link, and let's say we're going to use Google a lot. So I'm just going to put in good old google.com here. And once that's all done, I will enter the link. It'll check it and everything, and right here it'll give you a little information, so we'll hit add. And then I'm going to add just a little something for my school, so I'm just going to put in clsschools.org, and I'm going to hit save. And every time you do it, they'll do usually a preview image. If not, it will give you the option to upload your own preview image, as you can see right here. And you can just say this is home to the Eagles, as I'll do that, since we're the Eagles. And I'm going to do that. And as you can see, these courses are listed in the order you add to them, and it will give the date what you want to, and the information's right here, and you can change it anytime if you need to, or if you have to, you can delete it. I'm also going to add now a video, so I'm going to go right to my computer, and I'm going to pick up this little App Dice tutorial I made a little while ago. There it is. And as you can see, this is 187 megabytes, so not a huge video file. Like I said, you have 20 gigs. You have as much space as long as you want it, unless you want to buy for more. But otherwise, I'm going to hit that. And as you can see, it's uploading here. You can upload more than one material at a time, from documents to video, but I will warn you, too much might cause your system to crash. It will reload. If the materials did not upload correctly, depending on what they are, you will not have a number change. Here it's video 0. Once this is finished, this should turn to 1. If this by any chance get interrupted or stop, this would probably be marked as 0 as well. But we're going to let that load right now. I'm going to show you one more thing here. For my materials, if I click on my materials, this actually has ones I have already uploaded or had beforehand. Like if I want to talk right now about the fact that my students are going to need iBooks to download their PDFs and stuff I'm going to send them, I just can click on this and hit add. And see right now it's on apps. So there we go. Now they know they have to have iBooks for the App Store. If you want to add more, you basically just go right to iTunes here, and pretty much you just copy and paste the iTunes Store link right here. This how do you do this actually brings you up to a main one, so right there it says copy link. It's a little tedious to do this, but my recommendation is to open a tab and then just do a copy and paste link right there, and then that way you'll be ready to go for any apps they want. But this is great for students who don't know exactly what apps they're going to use, or if they need reminders if they have to download an app under their Apple ID. You can just list it here, and then when they go to their course materials, they'll know which apps are. But this one's going to be very basic, so I'm more worried about video and iBooks right now. And that's it. I'll post documents as I want to. So I will leave that alone and let this finish loading. So I will now go to my posts. As you can see, I don't have anything here. But remember that outline I created? Now people can actually post here. So they could actually add a post if they want to. Right here, it's under Welcome to my class. And I can just say, how are you today? And I can just say, I am great. I can even attach a picture if I want to and put a description. And all I do is say post. And there it is. Now, this will, depending on how it is, we'll do it by outline. It will actually show how many posts there are. If you are the course instructor, you can click on it. You can edit it, or you can erase it if you want to. Or you have to just click on the information here, and you're allowed to do that. It's up to you, though, depending on how you want to do this. And like I said, you can erase it at any time. I just leave that up to the instructor. So now, you've seen how to add materials, outline everything. So the next important question is, well, how do I get my students here? Well, that's actually a lot easier than you think. As I showed you earlier, there was an enrollment. If I click right here, this will tell me right here if I have any enrolled students, if I have any blocked students, or if I have new requests. So, easiest way to do this really right now is just once your course is set and you're all good, is just to hit the share course button. This will do two things. This will give you a shortcut link that you can email or set as a QR code, or they can put in the enrollment code. And I'll show you how the enrollment code works. So here's my app right here, iTunes U. It's free on the App Store. I'm going to click on this. And once it does this, it's going to bring me up to my course material layout. Now, as you can see, I already logged in my course material. So it's all right here. And as you can see, this is exactly what the student sees. So they have an overview of it. They can click on, see the structure is, and see what the outline is. If they want to, they can put posts right here, where they can actually add their own or not. And another thing is you can actually hit the assignments for posts. As you can see, there's no assignments right now. Notes are right here for the coursework. As you can see, they can set them up as course notes, audio, book notes. All they have to do is hit the tab here and they will get going. I can't do this because this is my own course, but as you can also see, it's not that hard. And if I go to materials here, it will show everything I have lined up here for materials. As you can see right here, we have the direct links right here to iBooks. I have my videos ready to go. I can do two things. If I want to, I can actually download the video directly to my iPad or device or computer, or I can just click on this and actually watch the video. It will put up the screen and we'll go there. I have a playback feature because I have not made it public yet. Like I said, this is my course. Same thing here. If I click on the Google web link, it takes me right to my Safari and does this. So it's really good. If you want students to go certain ways and go to certain websites, you can get them all set up that way. It's really quick and easy, but you can actually get all your coursework all set up right here, no problem. Then when students need to enroll to a new one, they just click on their library. And what they do is they just go to the catalog here when they want to enroll to a new one. It will bring up the main screen for iTunes U. And if you scroll all the way to the bottom, of course, it's going to ask you to log in with your Apple ID. If you have an iTunes card you want to redeem, you can do that. But otherwise, you want to click on Enroll here on your device. You click on Enroll, and basically here it is. It tells you who the Apple ID is, and all you have to do is put in that code. So that code I show you right here, which is the DW6 right now that I have public, all you have to do is put that right in here, do the setup, and you are enrolled in any other material you are there. And of course, as you know, since this is a regular library similar to iBooks, if you have any other materials that you like or stuff in iTunes U, like right here, University of New Orleans Philosophy of Mind, if I wanted to download it, I would just tap on it. And I'll say right here, do you want to do as a subscription? It's up to you if you want to make your courses private or public. I usually just keep them private unless you're doing iBook subscriptions on iTunes U. That's another tutorial I will go over later. Otherwise, that is really what it is. If you want to make anything else, just go right ahead and do it. But it's very simple, it's very quick, and it's a great way to get your students up here. And if you ever need help with anything right here, there is a fantastic set of help guide links right here, which will tell you anything I have not covered or anything you have a question up and can't remember to, from material types to sharing and preview course to inviting an extra course contributor. So I recommend checking these all out on iTunes U. And on that, everybody, I will talk to you later.